Hello, hello, hello. Push this back some. I got it all close to my face. Okay. Yeah, I literally have ghee all over me. Okay, I was doing some cleansing. Okay, hello, hello, hello. Hi guys. Welcome back to my channel. Look, I literally have ghee all over me. I have stuff all over me, okay. I am going to share the video. Let me go share the video. All right. So, let me not check me and my husband's messages while we on the phone. I mean, while I'm on live. All right. So, hello, 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 guys. All right. So, Durga lessons are going to continue tomorrow. I was going to go live tonight, but honestly, it's been a long day. It's been a very, very, very long day. And yeah, let me take this out because I can't hear myself with my headphones in. My husband be like, shh, calm it down, calm it down, calm it down. All right, dear divine, please bless and charge me and the collective with the energy to bring a balance to our complete being, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially. Everything that is above is below. Everything that is out in the ethers is within. There are no confusion. Anything that's trying to block out our interferences, anything that's trying to harm us is sent back to sender and requester. 7-11 times, so mote it be. I ask that you place us in a protective bubble, and anything that is not of the light cannot enter into our space, okay? Anything that is not of the light cannot enter our space. All right. Jama Kali, Jama Durga. I don't know why I said Jama Kali, Jama Durga. Bow to Sri Sai. May peace be with all. Okay. All right. So, yeah, it's been a very long day. So it is a new moon, and it's so crazy because I was looking at the calendar, right? The new moon is on Sunday. And I was looking at the calendar because I was looking to see what day the 28th was. I have something going down on that day, right? So, all right, let's just start that right there from the beginning. Okay. So, the new moon is on Sunday. All right. It is, we Vedic astrology over here. All right. We Vedic astrology over here. It is a Aries new moon happening, right? It's an Aries new moon happening on Monday. I mean, on Sunday, technically, probably Saturday. But I was looking at the degrees, right? I was looking at the degrees. Y'all know when it's a new moon, it's when it's the darkest time of the moon, right? And so I went and looked up all of the other transits that's happening. And I'm looking, and I'm like, okay, so only the North Node, and the moon is in Aries right now. And I'm just like, what is going on? It's so much Pisces energy out, and I can already feel it, right? I can feel it. Now, the crazy part is that Mars is in Cancer, though. Okay, Mars is in Cancer. Let me just read y'all what the signs are right now. And all of these are low degrees is at that. It's so much, right? So on Sunday, the sun will be in Aries, the moon will be in Aries, 2 degrees. Mercury is sitting at 16 degrees Pisces. Venus is 3 degrees Pisces. Mars is 9 degrees Cancer. Jupiter doing his thing. Chiron doing his thing too, right? Jupiter and Chiron doing his thing, right? In those final degrees. So that's a tough cookie too. So it's like everything is either at the beginning of the beginning of the degrees and the end of the degrees, right? Oh my goodness. So Jupiter is 26 degrees Taurus. Saturn is 3 degrees Pisces. Uranus 1 degrees Taurus. Uranus is a weird, that's where the gods are, okay? Neptune, that's where the gods are. Where the gods are too. So it's 6 degrees Pisces. Pluto, another god, is there too. 9 degrees Cap. Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. Those aren't really looked at in Vedic astrology, but as planets, right? The further I get into my reading, the more I realize that I know God is on every planet, but I'm really starting to believe that those are where gods are, right? God is everywhere, but particular gods are there. So North Node is 1 degrees Pisces as well too, right? 1 degrees Pisces. Lilith 9 degrees Libra. Chiron 29 degrees Pisces. How are y'all feeling? Like, how are y'all really feeling? Okay. I know for me, with all of the discipline, I'm giving myself grace, I'm giving myself spiritual energy, I'm feeding myself. I'm not feeding myself these energies, but the divine mother is feeding me this. The God that I bow to is feeding me a lot of energy. And I'm like kind of going back and forth. I'm really trying to surrender and just stay in prayer. Okay. I'm trying to surrender to drama. I'm trying to surrender to forgiveness. Understanding, giving people grace when they don't ask for it, giving people understanding when they don't ask for it, you know, and not holding people accountable for where they are now. Okay, especially if they're not asking for certain things, because oh my goodness, it's so funny. I said, let me not do Durga tonight. It's not that I don't want to. It's not that, you know, I don't think I have time to tonight. I don't think I have time to. I'm being told to rest when it's time to rest and not like force myself to do stuff, right? And I have a lot of time tomorrow. I have a ton of time tomorrow to do it. And I had wrote something earlier. I wrote something and I never posted it. I was gonna put it in my feed because I came live earlier, right? And I was gonna put it in my feed, but I was like, let me put it in the video. I don't want to put it on my feed. Hello, thank you. I was like, I don't want to put it in my community tab, right? So I was like, it needs to be in the video. So anyway, we're going to talk about the new moon. Ace, I'm in here. Come here. Come here. What you doing? What you trying to do? So tomorrow we're going to go over our vows starting at number 10. We bow to the divine goddess existing in all who resides in the form of hunger. We bow to her, we bow to her, we continue to bow to her. We bow to the divine goddess in all who resides in the form of shadow, of the shadow of the real beings. We bow to her, we bow to her, we continue to bow to her. We bow to the divine goddess existing in all who resides in the form of divine energy. We bow to her, we bow to her, we continue to bow to her. We bow to the divine goddess existing in all who resides in the form of thirst. We bow to her, we bow to her, we continue to bow to her. We bow to the divine goddess who exists in all who resides in the form of forgiveness. We bow to her, we bow to her, we continue to bow to her. Now, earlier, a lot of things just happened today. I'm about to run it down to y'all, right? I'm about to run my day down to y'all, right? So I have been, what's been happening is that I wake up, I thank God, right? I thank God. I do my service, okay? I do my service. I cook in the morning time, right? This morning I didn't have any problems. I ain't had no problems. Nobody was late. One of the neighbor kids didn't go to school. So I kind of I waited around for him to get ready to go to school so I can give him his lunch and stuff, right? And then my manager had text. Well, my director had text, not my manager. My director had text and was like, "We don't have to be to work until 10:30." So I'm like, "Okay, bet." Now, mind y'all, I was already going back and forth, and I do this quite often. I really do this quite often. If I want to come on live, right? If I want to come on live and say something, or like Spirit is giving me a download, or whatever the case is, right? So it was like, for the last 2 days, I have been carrying these surrender cards with me because they're a new deck. I'm feeling them. I'm liking them, right? And I was like, okay, I'm going to pull for each zodiac sign what they needed to surrender, and I'm going to post it, right? I was like, I don't even want to do that. I don't want to do that. I really want to delete my Twitter. Like, I don't want to have Twitter anymore. I don't like it. So I was like, maybe I'll post it on YouTube or whatever, right? But I was like, I don't really want to make a video for each zodiac sign either, right? I have time-ish, little time-ish. But, like, the downloads that Divine has been giving me for other people and then for myself, they're not the same, right? And I know what the difference is. It's so crazy because, like, for me, when something is for me, I hear it over here. When something is for somebody else, I hear it over here. And Spirit had given me a couple tasks, right, for myself. And then they had gave me a couple tasks that I need to share. And I've been sharing them. I've been telling people, you know, not directly like, oh, I'm about to call such and such and tell them this and tell them that. I'm not doing that. Because anybody that knows me for real knows that I don't talk on the phone a lot. So when I do get on the phone with a friend, right? When I do get on the phone with a friend, I will be on the phone for like hours, right? And so, give me 1 second, y'all. All right. So I was like, I'm not going to call in anybody individually. And so I kind of had talked to my spirit team. And I was like, I don't really want to get messages that are directly towards a particular person. Like, I don't want anybody pulling on my energy like that. That sounds crazy, but I mean, when I'm getting ready to talk to somebody, my ears just start ringing, right? And so I was like, all right, I'm not gonna, I don't want to do that. I want to just share the messages the way I want to share the messages. Spirit told me a long time ago, stop being self-centered, right? You can't share the messages the way you want to share the messages. You got to share them the way that they're being told, right? And when I want to share them, whether they're good or they're bad, I don't want to say good or bad or good or strict. I be like, dang, I don't want to say that. And then somebody will come in the comments and be like, say it, say it, say it. We got to hear it. Because it's like a mom talking. When I get to going, I get to going, right? I get to preaching, I get to going. So I wrote this. I'm telling y'all about my day. So I was writing earlier and I was saying, I was writing my notes to follow up from the live that I had did earlier. And I'm actually going to make the live unprivate. I'm going to put the live on there on. Matter of fact, let me do that now, so I don't forget. I'll put it up there. So, I have followed it up with a community post, right? So I have, y'all, I just totally closed that out. I followed it up with a community post, and I was like, this is too much. I didn't even want to post that because I don't want to come back and say something, like have to apologize or have to, when I hurt feelings or whatnot. I don't want to have to do that, right? When I talk. And a lot of my messages is coming through from the Divine Mother. I'm not channeling dark energy. I know the difference when it's dark energy, when it's karmic energy. I know the difference in all of that, right? Right. Just because I'm not answering you is not a good reason to retract all your messages, but I went ahead and just blocked you from my channel because you're not here for the right reasons anyway. So, have a good day. So, I'm not channeling dark energy. I'm not channeling karmic energy. I'm not channeling none of that. Everything I say, I'm saying it from a place of love. Is it rough, tough? Yeah, it is going to be. It is. One, I'm not an English major. I'm not going to ever sound like I'm an English major ever in my life. I don't know any big words for real, except Yeah, David. That's it. All right. I don't even know that. Right? That ain't even a big word. Uh, I'm just spamming right now on that one. I don't know any big words. So if y'all hear me saying big words, they literally are coming from God. Okay. Sometimes when people even write me words that I don't know, I go and look it up. I can kind of put the sentence together and see what it means or whatever the case is by putting it together because I read a lot. But that's not how I talk. It's not how I talk. I'm from Detroit. Yes, I went to school. Yes, I went to college sometimes. But I did not major in English. Like I understand, I can read and understand the context. Okay, I use context clues. Okay, like I probably would have did real good at school right now. Like whatever type of schoolwork they have going on right now, I probably would have did really good because they just use context clues to figure stuff out. Right, but my kids are literally smarter than I am, and I already know that, and I'm good. Okay, um, but Ace. Apollo, go lay down. Go lay down. That's what you can do. And you can stop. You're not getting up here in my lap because you want to let me give you a bath and you have my allergies on 10. Nope. No. No. Stop. You want a bath? Right. You don't want no bath. So, anywho. So, I'm going to read what I have posted, what I have wanted to post earlier because it has a lot to do with this Aries new moon. Aries is, and I'm gonna go and unprivate my video on Aries that I did many moons ago, right? Last year was an Aries year. Okay, last year, I don't know what was going on last year. I think it was a Mars year. What is this, year 9? Last year was year 8. Yeah, I feel like it was a Mars year last year, okay? Let's just see. This book is called Numbers in You. Let's just look at what some stuff about 8 is. Hey! Hey! All right. So it says it governs the people that like August. I guess we'll just put it as the fire energy or whatever the case is, right? But that's because it's the 8th month. I don't think this book is going to help us. Preservation. Change of perspective, reflecting inner strength, wisdom, and enlightenment. I don't know why I have that one on there. But the number 8. Oh, okay. Nope. So the number 8 is ruled by the planet Saturn, representing the sign of Capricorn in the 10th house. Okay. Achievements, powerful, authoritative, business-like, successful, determination, strong powers of concentration, and a sense of justice, conservative, builder, self-reliant, dependable, executability, religious, philosophical, and the salt of the earth. Okay. Greedy, negative, those are the positive aspects. the greedy, fatalistic instinct, oppressive, domineering, material, financial accession, okay, power hungry, scheming, lack of value, judgment, material selfishness, material or emotional jealousy, tendency to become victims of tragedy. Let's see what this fucking number 9 is. Okay. Excuse my language. 9. This is the year of 9. Okay. The number 9 is masculine nature, is ruled by the planet Mars. Very interesting. Okay. I just was saying Mars. It represents the sign of Aries in the first house and the Scorpio in the 8th house. Humanitarian. So I guess this year feels very Marsy. Did I do that video this year? No, I know I did it last year. I'm not talking to your ass no more. Bam. You can get on up out of here, buddy. All right, so positive, humanitarian, generous, broad-minded, energetic, bold, courageous, competitive, inspiration, independent, good organizer, self-determining, strong, charitable, artistic, resourceful, global-minded, spiritual, and strong-willed. The negatives about this number 9 year is impulsive, hasty, ill-tempered, argumentative, over-emotional, daydreaming, narrow-minded, aimless, heartless, clinical, resentful, selfish, all talking, no show. Damn. Definitely more accidents and dangers and illnesses. Mars is blood related too, so it definitely would be like, if something was to happen, it'd be probably something within the blood or something like that. I guess that's very much so in the works, considering how my year has been going from January into now, right? So let's talk about this energy, right? So we have a new moon in Aries, and the sun will be in Aries, okay? Cancer is Mars is in Cancer, and let me see. Yeah, Mars is in Cancer. Very interesting. And it's opposing Capricorn, Pluto. Mars is opposing Pluto. I'm young, but I ain't stupid. Okay. So, all right. This is what I wrote. And I want to talk about this. Yeah. So earlier after I went live, it was $173 people that had came across my live, right? 173 people. And then I ended up with 888 subscribers. I don't know why I looked at it, but I ended up with 888 subscribers total on my page. Hold on a second. Now, my I'll pick that up in a second. My angel number, whenever I ask the divine for confirmation, right? Like my angels, my spirit guides, my ancestors. I'm always asking for confirmation. And 713, 137, 317, those are my angel numbers. They're just flip-flop around. My son passed away at 317 in the morning. My father's birthday is 713. And 137 is another spiritual number for me, right? And so when I got off the live, it was 173 views, right? Right after I had finished talking. And I'm on my way to work. I'm thinking about it, and this car cuts me off. 713 on the license plate, right? And I'm just like, this is funny. I was going to take a picture. I ain't tried to. I really didn't try to, because y'all know I was late at that point, right? So I'm just like, all right. Now I'm already writing something. I'm already started writing something. So I just was like, you know what? I said, you know what? I'm going to just let it flow later on. I did not end up doing a reading when I came on live. Let me tell y'all what 888 means. So it says 888 is the message from your spirit guides letting you know that you are in a powerful manifestation energy. Everything you have been working on in good energy is bringing you good karma. Your guides want you to know, keep your magic to yourself while you are in a sensitive energy. Once you have completed this current journey, you can then share with others, right? So like I said, Spirit has been telling me a lot of things for myself and a lot of things for other people. I come on here, I share them with y'all, right? Whether y'all do them or not, that's between you and your God. But I know my God is telling me to do something. It's so crazy. When I come right here, there's a light right here on my face. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I can see it. It's like a light shining down. And it's crazy because this light is usually not like that. This light is usually not like that. And I have been talking about light. I have been feeling very light. I've been sleeping so good. Like, I've been sleeping so good. No karmics, no fighting in my sleep, no. Like, I've been waking up laughing. I've been waking up laughing. I haven't been traveling far, but I know that I've been in a good energy, right? And so that's because of the work that I'm doing. I'm not channeling no dark energy. None. None. Not on purpose, not unintentionally, none of that. I've been waking up every morning, like I rebuke anything, any contracts that I made in my sleep. I don't remember them after I say that. I don't know what's going on, right? I remember my dreams, but I don't remember if something weird happened in there. And I really don't think it has been. I really don't think it has been. I've been waking up on time. I've been doing the work that I'm supposed to do when I can do it. If I don't do it right then I get it done. I've been studying and I've been manifesting. I'm using the word manifesting to I'm using the word manifesting to a small degree, because what's for me, I don't have to manifest it. God is gonna make it for me. That is the trick. That's the trick. That's the trick. Y'all are gonna be mad when I say this, but some of y'all are manifesting dreams that don't even belong to you. You're pushing it. Y'all know there are different gods in the world, right? There are different gods. Okay, I know y'all know Big Dog God. I know Big Dog God too. Shati, I know her, right? I know her. But then there are other deities, right? There are other deities, other God forms, God heads that you can call on and you can manifest material things. But there's always a price to pay. There's demons that you can call on and you can manifest material things, but there's always a price to pay, right? Now, people want you to believe that they have some greater power than you do over your calling. People want you to believe that they have some type of connection to God that you don't have. To whatever God they report to. I'm not talking about a demon. It's a lot of people out here that have connections to demons that I don't have connections to. I don't have connections to demons. Y'all got that one, okay? I don't want to be connected to no Asura in this lifetime. No terrorist, no demon, no devil, no karmic. I don't want to be connected to it. I'm not going to connect to it, right? But people want light vibrational people, right? They want them to, yes, 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 it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I wouldn't say it's a bad thing, but what type of price are you willing to pay to be a millionaire? So people want you to, I don't want to say it's a bad thing. I don't know your life. I don't read your energy. I don't know what you do. I don't know if you other light, other dark. This your first day on my page. I don't know what it is that you do. No, I cannot heal your soul. I can't do anything for you. You have to do it yourself. I can't do nothing for you. All I can do is do this work and share it with other people on how to do it, and you have to do it yourself. So anyway, so people want you to believe that they can heal your soul, that they can do something for you, that they can get you out of your karma. They want you to believe that. They want you to believe that if you get a reading from them, that if you buy their oils, that if you buy their spiritual candles, that you can do, that they can do something for you that you can't do for yourself. Like they got a connection to God that you don't have. It's crazy. It's crazy. I know that because I was one of those people that believed that. How dare we give God an ego? How dare we say that God is it's not going to work with your enemy? How dare you say that? How dare you be like, well, this person did such and such to me. This person did such and such to me. God ain't working with them. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something so beautiful, right? When the Divine Mother told me to hand her over my problems, do y'all think that I thought that if I give my karmics over to the light, that she was going to burn them to ashes and kill their kids? I had already got the downloads that they don't want to be mamas anyway. I'm forcing them to be mothers. I'm forcing them to be good mothers. I'm forcing them. Right? I'm the one with the ego. God ain't the one with the ego. God said, I'm going to give you free will. If you want to go get an abortion, you can get an abortion. You going to have to deal with that. God said, you know what? I'm going to make this person a doctor over here. You got to deal with that. You got to deal with that. Let me tell y'all something. The downloads that I've been receiving is that we need to do the work. We need to do the work. If we don't do the work, then how can you obtain some type of liberation? And why the fuck are you mad that somebody else is doing the work too? Like, for example, right? The cow is sacred. The cow is sacred. Right? The cow is sacred. I literally learned that while I was practicing Matangi. I was practicing with Matangi. Okay. a goddess. What, like, let me get the book out. Let's just see if I have a date on anything in this book. Bam. Nah. Let's be writing a doctor's note to my kids. For my kid. Let's see if I have. Oh, you know what? Matanji is the one that gave me. Oh, very interesting. This is all dark. Let's put this card in here. Come on, let me get a date. A date on anything. Okay, so this is, see, Matanji. So y'all don't think that I'm playing games with y'all, okay? Well, let me get a date. I don't have dates written down. That's because I never really know what the date is. Alamuki, Dumavati, Cheminista. A date. Well, this says 2022. At the very beginning. Okay, 326. Is unconditional love and freedom too much to ask for in this life? And I don't want to read all this, but 2022. 326, 2022. I think it's 2025 now, right? All right. So at this point, this particular book came after this book. Let's see if I can get a date in this book. Why don't I ever write dates down? That's wild business. Let's see. 12/5/2021. I'm just getting to the point of how long I haven't been eating beef. Just say October. The day goes by quick and still don't come fast enough. 12/1/2021. I mean 12/5/2021. So let's just say I haven't been eating beef since 2021, right? And I remember that I actually want to leave that book out. So we're gonna do Durga lessons tomorrow. And I just seen something in here that would really be beneficial. So let's just say, for example, right? That's crazy work. Let's just say that I'm not eating beef, right? The cow is sacred. The call is sacred. I come on here, I share with y'all. Y'all shouldn't be eating beef, right? Y'all shouldn't be eating beef. One, because the cow is sacred. It's very taboo to eat beef. It is. Practicing what I'm practicing. If you're not practicing what I'm practicing, then eat what you want to eat, right? But let's just say I share that, right? And y'all are tapping in with what I'm tapping in with. And y'all stop eating beef. Y'all like, shit, I haven't ate beef. I've been feeling good. I've been getting downloads. And when I was eating beef, it was tearing my stomach up. It was tearing my whole body up. I was like, I don't think I can eat this and be doing this. And it's so crazy because the last thing that I ate was like pork. That was the last thing that I was eating was pork. That was the final thing. And I didn't give it up because I ain't give it up. My husband don't eat pork. So I was like, all right, I ain't gonna eat pork. Why would I feel some type of way about somebody being like they don't eat beef? Why should I feel that way? Why should I feel like, oh, they're copying my lifestyle, right? Or they want to be like me, or they come on a page and they share too. Y'all shouldn't eat beef, right? Y'all, I'm so sick. I'm not sick. I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of, like, it's crazy because it don't matter who you subscribe to. Like, YouTube kind of recommend who they want to recommend. Twitter recommend who they want to recommend. YouTube is a little better, right? Look, YouTube is a little better. Like, I found a secret way to get through my algorithm on YouTube. I just watch the things that I really want to see. And when I watch the things that I really want to see, it's so much of positive shifting out here, right? Lately, my stomach has been upset. Also, it's probably something that you're eating that, spirit is telling you shouldn't be eating it. All right, our body is very sensitive at this time. It's very sensitive, especially if you're connected with the moon or you're connected with the planets. Those planets start talking to you first. They start talking to you first. Whatever energy that you're mostly connected with, that energy speaks to you first before any other energy. Now, the dark energy gets word that the light energy told you something, and then the dark energy want to come in and try to block it and stop it and send this your way and send that your way, right? That's how that happened. And then you start saying, oh, somebody is doing work on me. This is where you need guidance at. This is where you need guidance at. When you literally start saying that somebody is doing something to you, this is where you need guidance. And I'm gonna be real honest with y'all, right? I'm gonna be so honest with y'all. I gotta use myself as an example. And this is healing in real time. You shouldn't come to a tarot reader, a healer, a spiritualist for private work or readings if their public work and readings are constantly negative and you're going through something negative. That person is also going through something negative. The way we deliver the messages is exactly how you're going to get them. Let me tell y'all what content creators do, right? What spiritual content creators do. Y'all book a private session. You like, damn, you telling my story, right? You telling my story. Can I book a private reading? You already commented and said you telling my story. So they will listen back to what the fuck they said. Go into your reading. They're gonna have you send them some questions, and they like, this is the part of the reading that was telling her story. Or y'all give too much information in the comment section. Like in the comment section, like people come on here and they say, my father died and I'm this and I'm going through this and I'm going through that and I'm going through this and da 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 da. Don't. I have literally like, I don't have to do this no more because most of them people is off my channel. I didn't ran them people away. People will come on here and they will comment and they will say something. They will tell me all their business. And I'll be like, stop telling me stuff. Stop telling me stuff. I'm doing a general reading. Take what resonates and leave what does not. I know for a fact that I'm not reading on your energy from start to finish. I know that I'm not. I will clear that shit out 10 times if I feel like it's the same energy. As a person that is a medium, right? I'm not talking about a psychic. I'm not talking about a tarot reader. I'm talking about a medium. As a person that is a medium, my job is to hear spirits. I remember I did this mediumship for this guy that had got murdered. And it took me weeks to get him to go. Weeks. I had to stop doing all readings. Because at that point he was in limbo and he wanted to be like, oh, this is fun. This is fun. And the crazy part is, me and him had the same name. We had the same name. Both our names was Robbie. And so I had to literally change my name. I didn't want nobody calling my name. I didn't want nobody saying my name. I didn't want nobody saying Robbie. I didn't want nobody to wake that energy up. Every time I would dismiss him, he will find some type of way to come back. And then I discovered which way he was coming in. I had to close down the portal. Right? I had to close the portal up. This is real energy work. I know the content creators, they think that it's fun. They want to create stuff. They want to, come on here and read tarot, or they read some books and watch some movies and they get some context clues and they like, yeah, this is shama shuma 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 that you're connecting with, or you're connecting with Anubis, or you're connecting with, you ain't did shit to connect with these deities, these entities. You ain't did nothing to connect with them. And y'all think y'all connecting with them. Y'all not. Y'all are connecting with darkness. Y'all connecting with darkness that's giving y'all readings, that's feeding into the drama. Right? But anyway, like I said, so I'm gonna go back to what I was gonna read earlier, right? I mean, what I was gonna post. I'm gonna actually read it to y'all, right? Because we like an hour in. I'm about to wrap this up. I'm about to do a reading. I am want to do a reading. I'm gonna do a reading for the new moon. This is spiritual leadership here, okay? When I speak, the angels around me speak. The gods will never turn you away, harm your imaginary friends or enemies, just because you said so. Who do you think you are giving divine an ego? The divine mother been telling me to share and post the collective and push the collective to create, and spiritual narcissists wouldn't. The spiritual narcissists are mad, right? But why? I thought the goal of divine is to get as many people close to God as we possibly can in this life. Why are you in competition with a stranger that you're scared to speak to or work with directly? Why, if someone else does tarot, Reiki, oils, candles, clothes, jewelry, or read the Bible, or eat right, sing at the top of their lungs, or love their family, Why are y'all mad? Why would you try to distract or discourage others if they're going closer to the light? Y'all say everyone is copying from y'all, when in fact, you should be more proud of yourself that you inspire creativity and confidence in another to follow their dreams and to live right if you're living right. And lastly, kinda, I'm not talking about the people that copy your ingredients or your word for word activity, right? Or that's beating around the bush, like trying to copy you. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about real people out here genuinely that don't bother anybody, right? But they're going towards their goals. They could be doing something in a whole different region that you're doing, right? Or they could be singing and living a carefree life. They're eating right. They're living right. They praying to God. You get what I'm saying? They come on here. They come on here. They create. They're listening. They're following God. They're giving these messages. They're doing a Reiki healing. They creating. They're healing other, not healing other people, but they're guiding people to be more confident to heal themselves. Because, like I said, nobody can heal nobody. Like only people that can heal people is like people that's really truly doing this work. They're really doing this work. I have not came across a lot of spiritualists or content creators that are legit. And I'm sorry, that sounds crazy, but it is. I mean, I took some classes. Those people was legit. They helped me push me into where I needed to go, what I needed to do, right? But I could see that they were legitly doing a shit. They wasn't on here blasting people every week, every day and stuff. And that was the goal originally. Before I started blasting somebody every single day, every other day, I wasn't doing it every day. Every month, every week, whatever the case is. Before I started blasting that person, I literally was creating. I was being creative. And the minute that I tapped in with ego and I tapped in with the darkness, right? And I did, because to attack another is dark. Anyway, I'm talking about the people that look up to you and listen to what you're saying online. When you get off, they tap in with their spirit team, not just like milking your energy. That's the thing. Y'all are spreading y'all spirit team so far out when y'all spirit team wants to work with y'all. Like your ancestors, let's say you put some energy into this bottle of oil, right? You put some energy into this bottle of oil. You're like, okay, this is manifestation oil, right? And I'm gonna give it to this person, 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 this person. And this person used this oil to manifest over here. They use this oil to manifest over here. They use this oil to manifest over here. I'm telling y'all right now, y'all gonna be mad at me. Y'all gonna be mad at me. Oh my God, y'all gonna be mad at me. The only reason why it's working is because people are putting their own energy, their own belief, their own faith into your oil. But it's gonna stop working if you're building a business off of negative energy. I don't care how big or small their accounts are. We are all connected according to what every last single spiritual book out there that has been published. We are all connected. We are all of one. Okay? The good, the bad, all of that. We are all of one. I'll answer that question in a second. We are all connected, so why the heck do you think that God is about to stop listening to Susie when you surely told her to follow your instructions to freedom? This is exactly why I don't listen to more than 3 readers online. Because the minute that I do, people come on my feed and they talking crazy. I'm going to leave out the next line. Everyone is saying that such and such is copying them, or they doing this and they doing that, when in fact, y'all don't know what these people have been doing and what they haven't been doing. Y'all too scared to have a real conversation with them. Okay, whether the conversation consists of, all right, I said some shit about you. Now let's talk about it, right? Or you not letting nobody say nothing about you. You like, you know what? I'm gonna say something. Y'all are too scared to talk to anybody directly. But y'all will sit online and y'all will call them out and y'all will try to create content about them and y'all will be trying to be in their energy, trying to play in their energy. I'm telling y'all right now, nobody is in my energy. Nobody. If you think you said something that bothered me, it probably did for a second. It probably did until I prayed about it and I was like, you know what? I bow to the divine goddess that exists in all, that exists in the form of forgiveness. I forgive you. You know what? Whenever y'all ready to talk, we can talk. But until then, I know you scared of me. I know you scared of my light. I know that your dark energy is scared of my light. And that's fine. That's okay. God bless you. Yes, baby. So I said, y'all don't know what these people do offline. And the reason why I said that is because when I had this book going in 2021, I was not online talking about spiritual work. When I had this book going in 2022, I wasn't online talking about spiritual work. I think I probably came online. I was online on Twitter talking about spiritual work, but not on YouTube. YouTube, I just started posting back on YouTube maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. 2 or 3 years ago. It's 25 now. So I just started posting back on YouTube. I literally was posting on Facebook and on Twitter. That's where I was at. Facebook and Twitter. Before that, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, I was on Facebook. I was strictly on Facebook or I was in person. Okay. I've been friends with somebody since 2009, and I think I did a reading for this girl in 2010 or 2011. And when I talked to her, she was like, hey, your reading is still hidden. Your reading is still hidden. The stuff that you said is still hidden. And we worked at a bank together, and I literally just told her what was what. That was like that was so long ago. Like I don't even think I had Sire. Sire was born in 2009, I think. Yeah. Like I don't even think I had my second child. Y'all don't know what these people been doing, and y'all on here talking about they doing this, they doing that. When in fact, like Spirit gave all of us the message to move, to get the work. Y'all are part of the reason why Kali Yuga is so ugly. A lot of people have been hesitant because so many online spiritualists who with more clout is waiting to be haters. Okay, they're waiting to be haters, or people that don't have no clout, they waiting to be haters. It's too many online hater spiritualists that are moving out of narcissist energy, and I don't want that for y'all, and I don't want it for me, right? But no more. God has been on my neck about expansion, and I've been doing the healing work of some sort since 2014, and it's time that I myself expanded. I get tired of tarot. I do. I get tired of reading tarot. Not my first choice of tools. It's not my first choice of tools. It's not that I can't do it well, because I do it well sometimes, right? I talk shit. But I get tired of tarot. I do. I like my thousand rides more. Y'all are weird spiritual narcissists. And y'all want to box people in so bad. My sister and I both sell pies. So does Patti LaBelle and Sarah Lee. They all in Walmart. Are you going to say that I'm copying if I push to get me and my sister inside of Walmart? So why are y'all putting us spiritualists in competition with each other? So anyway. So that's that with that. So I just wanted to read that because that's what Spirit kind of put on my heart to read. And this new moon, let's talk about this new moon real quick, and then we're going to wrap it up. Let's go to bed. Thank you so much, Divine. What does Divine want us to surrender in this new moon energy so that we can properly get our life together? How do you get rid of depression? Hello, Mo. I hope that you're here. How do you get rid of depression? What is causing the depression, right? What is causing the depression? If you don't know what is causing it, really like try to make a list and pinpoint the things that you feel is not going correctly, right? I could say prayer removes it, but honestly, I think that devotion and dedication to the Divine Mother or the Divine Father, however you look at that, it really helps. Okay, it really helps. For me, when I was going through depression, my stage of depression, being loud, talking, mantras, it really helped. It helped me connect. It helped me start hearing a higher frequency. Okay, so I suggest you start chanting mantras. That's mine. And then, also get a therapist. Like, I believe that everybody that's spiritually aware, they do need a therapist of some sort. Alright, so what does Divine want us to surrender during this new moon energy? Surrender to prayer. So funny. I wish I would have showed y'all the cards that was laid out, but this was the first card. Surrender to prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answer and support will arrive. What else does Divine want us to surrender to? Wow, this card came out as well too. Surrender the idea you can fix someone. It says it's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. This right here is so on point. Thank you so much, Spirit. Surrender comparison with other people. There's a card hidden behind there. Surrender resentment. We bow to the Divine Goddess who resides in all. We bow to the Divine Goddess in the form of forgiveness. Give me one more. And this one also came out. Surrender your belief in scarcity. So it says the universe is asking you to be open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. So again, you have everything that you need to hit the road, Jack. And ain't no coming back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. What you say? the 7 of Wands, and then the Lovers in reverse. It's so interesting. Y'all see that little hand right there? So somebody is literally, I don't want to, when I looked at that, it kind of gave me somebody biting off the hand that feeds them, right? Or either it's like, it's so funny because the Lovers is over the Judgment in reverse. So there's been a judgment call. This is the angel from the Judgment. Okay, so someone could be honestly surrender the idea that you could fix someone. Someone could be going through a breakup. Like the judgment has already been issued. Okay, the judgment has been sent down from divine that there's a relationship that is beyond being repaired, able to be repaired. Okay, with the 7 of Wands. Actually, this is the 9 of Wands. I said the 7 of Wands. Why did I say the 7 of Wands? I don't know why I said the 7 of Wands, but this is the 9 of Wands. So there's definitely a relationship that is no longer able to be fixed or whatever the case is. It's almost like, I don't want to say you pray for a breakup, but maybe you pray for clarity. Maybe you pray for, you know, peaceful, calmer days. And the universe is kind of supporting what you've been asking for. And that's the thing. It may not come the way you want it to come, but it's coming. And that's kind of what this new moon energy is bringing. So there could definitely be, there could be arguments, there could be fights, or whatever the case is, or just like tempers being shot through. I mean, everybody wants to kind of look like they're taking charge of some sort in a relationship. But you're really realizing that like somebody's definitely not doing their own healing. Somebody's not doing their own healing of some sort. I don't know why I just heard like with the 9 of Wands as well too. It's like somebody wants to place blame on someone else, but there's no accountability being had. Like, oh, you're the reason why. Somebody could also be you're the reason why this is not working out, but at the end of the day, you're praying so hard that God is talking to you and telling you like, no, this is not going to work out in general at all, right? Someone could also be blaming your religion or your faithfulness to divine on why there's no connection that's happening. That's weird energy right there. What's surrender your idea? Surrender the idea you can fix somebody. Give me. The Queen of Pentacles with the Strength card. Yeah. So I'm really just getting like the Divine Mother, right? Because this lion totally gave me Durga energy. It's like the Divine Mother is not gonna, they're not sparing anybody. And I'm not saying necessarily like, okay, they're coming through and they're going to hurt somebody or they're going to kill somebody or they're throwing somebody out the door, but they're not playing with their child because you're doing the work. So they're not playing with their child. Okay? This could be your deity of some sort. This could be a Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo energy as well that is I don't want to use like getting punished or whatever the case is, right? I don't want to use the word punish. I'm really trying to change up my vocabulary because it's not necessarily like they're getting punished, but somebody could have a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Saturn, right? They can have a Saturn placement. And strong Capricorn. This person is someone that is like, they have a lot of nice things. I can see that they have a lot of nice things or something. Or they're more worried about how things are looking, how things look, as opposed to like trying to take care of their relationship. There's whoever this is or some sort, they're more so worried about fighting than they are about like having a connection. This is also the High Priestess as well. Y'all see that Queen of Pentacles? This is the High Priestess in reverse. So it's kind of like somebody is doing spiritual work for the wrong reason. They're doing spiritual work for material gain. And you're seeing that. If you're not seeing it, like other people are seeing it as well, and this is why they feel so attacked. This is why they feel so attacked. The High Priest is in reverse with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse with the Strength card. So there's confrontations everywhere. Everything that they talking about or going about or whatever, it looks like a confrontation. It looks like a confrontation. Surrender the idea that you could fix somebody. Like, we can't fix them. We can't fix them. I can't fix them. I be trying to be done talking about them. I be trying to be done talking about them, but I'm only sharing the things that Spirit is telling me to share. That's it. Surrender compromising with other people. How does Divine want us to focus on that? It says, keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strength, attractiveness, and the powers. Look at that. It's supposed to be the Six of Wands, but it's the Six of Swords. In reverse at that. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the kid from the Death card. What's the Six of Swords in reverse with surrender, compromising with other people? If you surrender, comparison with other people, I keep saying compromise. So that must be something like they want you to compromise with them by like spiritually compromise with them, because this is crossing with the devil. So it's like they want you to compromise with the devil energy, with the dark energy or some sort, right? Your rite of passage is not necessarily surrender, comparison. Thank you so much. Surrender, comparison with other people. The Queen of Cups in reverse. So you could be going through an initiation period, right? You could be going through an initiation period, and it's almost like you're getting tested. You're getting tested. Are you going to initiate into somebody could have already initiated into the dark side and then came up out of that shit, to be honest. Could have been a Pisces, Cancer. Or somebody has Pisces, Cancer, Lilith. Damn, the Magician. And the Temperance. Yeah, so you probably initiated into a dark energy before, right? A Pisces, Cancer, Lilith. where you were working with like your working with like the moon cycles. You could have, you could have probably went towards Hecate, or just really like a dark divine feminine energy. Witch. I'm gonna use witch. I'm gonna use witch. I'm gonna use witch. I'm not gonna use God in that aspect, because that's not a God. And forgive me for saying that. Y'all could be mad at me. Be mad at me, okay? Or you're reading something about a dark divine feminine, but it has something to do with the moon cycles, okay? It has something to do with the moon. Okay. You could be a spiritualist, you could be somebody that's putting this into your readings or whatever the case is, right? And this is a part of your initiation. This is a part of your initiation. If you keep tapping into that surrender comparison with other people, if you keep tapping into that dark energy, it's going to take you under, okay? You're comparing yourself to what other people have going on. Spirit is saying something of the works of like, I got them, I already got them, like mind your business or whatever the case is, right? Surrender resentment. Somebody is upset that holding on to resentment only poison you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situation in your life. So you could literally be saying that somebody is working with a dark energy, but that dark energy also recognize. Thank you so much, Spirit. That dark energy has also recognized you as well, and they're putting you through an initiation test too. You don't recognize that you're going through that initiation with that dark energy, but I see that you are comparing yourself to someone, or you're comparing people of some sort. You're upset that someone has a you're not even admitting that you're upset either, though. That's what I'm getting. Like you're saying something, but you just need to continue to push forward and be positive. Okay? Surrender resentment. The 8 of Pentacles, doing the work. By doing the work. The eight of Earth, by doing the work. Somebody could be a magician. You could be creating, and you're comparing your music to someone else, or you could be a natural siren of some sort. Thank you so much, Spirit. What's the 8 of Earth? Give me one more. With surrender, resentment, the 8 of Earth, the 8 of Pentacles. I said one more. You gave me 2. Thank you so much, Divine. The 8 of Waters. You gave me 3. The Empress in reverse. And the 6 of Waters. The 6 of Waters is the 6 of Cups. Then you have the 8 of Cups. So Spirit is telling you to walk away from something, some type of offer that's being made. You could really feel like your ancestors is giving you this. Okay, like they're giving you some type of download, or they're giving you some type of inheritance or some sort. You're being tricked into something that you're looking at. Like it's like you're reflecting on the past. Somebody could really think that this is a past life gift. You can feel like this is a past life gift. But Spirit is saying that I have so much more for you than that. Okay? Surrender your belief in scarcity. And it says the universe is asking you to open up to infinite nature of abundance. And the way you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. So yeah. So somebody is definitely I don't even know if this was upright or reversed, so I'm not even gonna read it. So somebody could definitely be believing that they can't go any further on their journey. They're saying that this is what divine has called for me to do, or has declared that this is what I do, or whatever the case is. But Spirit has said that you could actually go further on your journey if you just, keep your mindset open, keep working towards something of the light. Okay, thank you. 8 of Pentacles. So definitely like 8 of Pentacles is oh my goodness. This is so much. I'm not going to take all that. Okay. So Spirit is definitely saying like you have to believe that they're going to give you more than what you have been given before. Okay, so the Queen of Swords. Someone feels kind of bored or trapped in what it is that they're doing. What's the Queen of Swords? What is the Queen of Swords? Thank you so much, Spirit. I'm telling you, everything that I be feeling, I be picking up on it. I'll be picking up on it. The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords in reverse. There is a spiritual communication that's coming in that's very much so blocked. It's blocked for this Queen of Swords. Could be Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Strong Libra though. Somebody got a Libra, Mercury, or a Libra, Jupiter. What is this communication about? Thank you so much, Spirit. What is this communication about? The Ten of Pentacles. That should be the Ten of Swords, right? It should be the Ten of Swords. But it's like somebody is putting themselves deeper into a karmic debt. What's this karmic debt about? What is this karmic? Let me pull a different card. What is this karmic debt about? Someone could be talking trash about, and I'm using trash very lightly here. Somebody could be talking trash about like your deities or whatnot when you know that you're walking. And you know what's crazy is like I have to stop this, but I get so defensive about when people talk about Caliban or they talk about Durga or they talk about, you know, Shati. Nobody says anything bad about Shati, but you know, Durga, you see her and she's a warrior goddess. Kali is a warrior goddess. You know, Shiva. Nobody really says anything bad about Shiva, but Kali, you know, when y'all see Kali, y'all see Kali. You get what I'm saying? Like, or Chamunda or Balamuki or whatever the case is, right? Like, I get so annoyed. Those are gods. Those are goddesses, right? They're gods, they're goddesses. But people will put them into a dark light. Like Spirit is saying let them people dig themselves into more karmic debt. Let people dig themselves into more karmic debt by attacking your light. Okay? You don't have to defend yourself. Okay? Surrender your belief in scarcity. Like the divine has really provided for you that you don't have to defend them. You don't have to defend them. Okay? Justice. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you. So just like kind of continue to move towards the light. Like at the end of the day, surrender comparison with other people. Surrender the idea that you could fix somebody. Like if somebody is, whatever people believe, let them believe it. Whatever they believe, let them believe it. I'm telling y'all, let them believe it. Okay? Thank you so much, Divine. What else does Spirit want to say? Man, so you have the Eight of Wands, but it's supposed to be the Eight of Swords. Okay? So your power to create, to manifest, to kind of just like flow with the energy or whatever the case is, there's a need to do maybe like, you know, listen to some sacral chakra meditations or whatever the case is, because whatever is keeping you stuck, because I did say somebody was bored. Okay, that's what the Queen of Swords kind of gave me, is that somebody is bored. There's two boredoms to that. No, there's two boredoms to that. Strong Libra energy is out here too. So somebody could have a Saturn in Libra or You have a North Node in Libra with an Aries South Node. So it's like the fire that's under your ass that's pushing you is not even what you're supposed to be focusing on, right? Yep. Libra, yeah, definitely like a strong I said what you're not even, that's crazy. So you got double Emperor, but you got the Fool card, and then you got the Emperor with the empty seat, but these are the Chariots. So you're not even moving towards what you're supposed to be like working on, building on, like being a leader. You're out here taking leaps of faith and having new beginnings when you really already have like a strong idea of what it is that you want to create, what you want to do, right? But you feel stuck. You feel stuck. You feel empty. You feel bored. Why is that? Why is it that you're feeling bored? Like, do you need somebody to read the energy and say, okay, well, you feel this way because you're doing this or you're doing that? You know what the fuck it is that you're doing? You know what you're not doing? Probably focusing on what, being mad and shit. What's the Emperor with the empty seat? What's the Emperor with the empty seat? Somebody should be taking a leap of faith, but instead they're sitting on their ass. And I'm not saying that you're lazy, but maybe it's like a mindset that you need to get out of. Yeah, the three of Earths, which essentially is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So I guess we're done with this deck. Anytime that my decks, and this has been a very long time since my decks have flipped like this, where they're just closing it out. So we're definitely done with that deck. The Six of Fire wasn't in the deck. It was like on the side. So I guess I'll take that as well too. So like I said, Spirit wants to put a fire under your ass so that you can actually like get out, achieve something. They're really saying that if you actually do something, right? What is it that you're supposed to be doing? You're supposed to be creating something. It's a lot of fire energy out. Even when there's supposed to be meditation, the source is the mindset, right? Where you're contemplating, where you're planning, where you, I don't want to say you're stuck, but the timing just isn't. The timing just isn't feeling right. You feel like you're forcing something. Okay, you feel like you're forcing something. You're making something go. That's not really you. That's kind of like Spirit putting a fire up under your ass. You think it's you though. You think it's you. There could be an energy around you that's making you feel like you won't have any support. This is either you or it's somebody that's kind of like in a funky mood. Okay? It's somebody that's in a funky mood. Somebody could be wanting you to focus on. Somebody could be wanting you to focus on like a relationship of some sort with the Lovers coming out in a reverse, right? Somebody could be wanting you to focus on a relationship when you kind of need to be focused on partnership, but not in a love aspect, right? Kind of more so in a creative aspect. So you could be looking to get into real tantric. I'm not talking about tantric sex. I'm not talking about, the bullshit tantra online. I'm talking about like really, like real elevation here. Real elevation. Someone could be looking up like their chakras, opening up their chakras, clearing out their chakras, listening to chakra meditation. You could be literally like, I want to explore the Kundalini or something like that, right? On a real tantric level. It's different. What I'm feeling is completely different. I feel like you could be backpacking into a different country, okay? Somebody could have a strong Sagittarius placement where you're looking to like travel far distance at this moment, okay? The problem is you probably have a Sagittarius North Node and a Gemini South Node. And that Gemini South Node is literally like, oh, you could just go to New Orleans, or you could just go to Florida, or you could just go to, South America, or Mexico, or whatever the case is, right? When in reality, your Sagittarius North Node is saying, or you could go to Australia. Let's go backpacking in Australia. Let's go to the mountains. Let's try to, bitch, let's go to space. Okay? That's really what you're looking at. You looking up shit like how much it costs to go to space at this point. Okay? At this point, how much is it gonna cost for me to go to space? And if you can't get there, you like, you know what? I'm about to learn how to astro travel. Like real astro travel. It's really giving that. It's really, really giving that. And there is a energy of I don't have enough funds. I'm working this job. How am I going to get there? I don't even have a passport. You could be looking to get your passport. Just get it. Just get it. Even if you don't think you're going anywhere right now, just get it. Because what I'm hearing, what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling is that Spirit is getting ready to take you to a place that you've never been. And I cannot make this up. And you're sitting on your ass and you like, how can I get there? How can I get there? You're comparing yourself to other people. You're comparing yourself to other people. You like, well, you know what? Damn, I just heard that like somebody probably, I just heard somebody probably have like a felony that's around you. They can't go. They can't go. They can't go. They can't go. You're literally seeing here, it says, surrender the idea that you could fix somebody. You're literally sitting here like, you know what? I'm about to go help this person get their passport. When I go get my passport, do you want to go get your passport too? You don't need Joe Bob to go get a passport with you. You don't need Erica to go get a passport with you. You don't need your homegirl to go get a passport with you. You're like, well, I don't want to go out the country by myself. Bitch, find you a tour guide. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you so much, Divine. Thank you so much. The King of Cups. What's the energy with the King of Cups? Clear? What's the energy with the King of Cups? Thank you. The King of Wands and the Hangman. I love that. I appreciate that. And then the Three of Cups in reverse. So the Three of Cups is supposed to be with the Three of Swords. These are my shuffle oracle decks, right? So you got the Hangman with the Temperance, right? You have the King of Cups, and then you have the King of Cups and the King of Wands, right? These two are they're no, he the King of Wands and he over the King of Cups. He's supposed to be the King of Pentacles and he over the King of he's at the King of Pentacles. So there's somebody understands. Let me start there, right? Somebody understands what they are placed in your life for, right? To bring some type of stability. This person is also very intuitive, right? This connection that you have, I'm not getting that it's like a love connection, all right, with the Three of Cups in reverse. This is literally you and two other people, right? So you could be working with someone that wants to help heal you. A Temperance, all right, so, the Temperance with the Hangman. Now, in the past, and this energy in the past, usually, you would be looking at somebody like, okay, well, I'm supposed to date them. I'm supposed to date them. If you meet the opposite sex, they like me, they want to be in this, they want something from me, they want to date me or whatever the case is, right? I'm not picking up on that energy right here. I'm actually, y'all know I just was talking about getting the tour guide. I'm actually getting somebody that wants to help you heal. This could be a like a mentor of some sort. Like you could be meeting a masculine energy that is a mentor, somebody that you've been looking at or watching online, or maybe even doing some type of spiritual intuitive work with. Maybe you joined a couple of their classes or something like that, right? You're in a, it's almost like when you're working with this person, you are suspended in spiritual bliss of some sort. This is the only thing that's helping you really get over something very painful that you experienced. I'm looking for a deck of cards, and I know that I just had them. Thank you. What is this? Thank you so much, Spirit. Surrender to complete healing. What is this? Three of Cups in reverse. What is this Three of Cups in reverse? Thank you so much, Spirit. Surrender to passion. Get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people and the activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. Yeah. So this is definitely, and it says surrender to success at the bottom of the deck. So this is definitely like you having like a spiritual awakening of some sort after going through some type of pain, some type of real painful moment, right? I don't know if somebody cheated on you, if there was a breakup here. Okay, we got the Lovers in reverse up under all of this with the Judgment card. So maybe you're getting ready to go through some type of breakup, and it's really like, I'm sick of this pain. What do I do about it? There you have a King of Wands on one side and you have a King of Cups on the other side. So it's like you're turning your passion, your pain into passion. Thank you. Surrender to passion. You're turning your pain into passion. It's like I'm going to take everything that has, oh, y'all know what's crazy? I got this tattoo, right? I got this tattoo across my stomach, and it says, what destroyed me is what created me. And I've been having that tattoo since I was like 17, 18 years old, right? What destroyed me is what created me. I live by that. I absolutely live by that. That's the shit that's about to happen right here to y'all. This is what y'all about to go through. This is what's happening to you with this Aries new moon energy. Like we're at the very beginning stage of Aries, technically. Okay, I know people want to be like, oh, it's the first day of Taurus season. It's not. It's not. We're about to have a Aries moon. The fire. It's like, you know what, people tried to destroy you. They tried to judge you. They tried to surrender you, sacrifice you. You even did that shit to yourself. Not only did you let other people do it to you, maybe your parents did it to you. Thank you so much, Spirit. Maybe your parents did it to you. Maybe a father figure did it to you. And it's like, it's been so hard for you to trust a fire energy of some sort. Somebody could be an Aries, Leo, Sag, or they can have a Saturn that's an Aries, Leo, Sag, or these are your signs, right? It's been very hard for you to trust this energy. Somebody could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or there's a Saturn, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But this energy has really like shaped you and molded you into something that is completely fucking falling apart and washing away. Spirit is saying that this King of Cups energy has now become grounded. Somebody has an ancestor that has ascended to maybe like a ascended master or some sort. So you're helping, so you're getting help from the other side. But it's like what was unstable is now coming back to you in a not only like passion way, but more so like a pinnacle way as well too. Because this King of Cups, he's sitting in the pinnacle energy. He's sitting in the pinnacle energy. Okay, so it's like not only is your this could be a balance of your masculine and feminine energy, because this is the King of Cups sitting in the pinnacle energy. This could be a balancing of your masculine and feminine energy, like your Shakti and Shiva energy, kind of really realizing like, you know what, I need to have a balance, a equal give and take of masculine energy and feminine energy. Okay, I can't just always show up like rah 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 rah, or oh my goodness, I'm the hurt woman and you got to take care of me, or I'm the hurt man and I don't want to be that energy anymore. This is really like you surrendering to love, joy. Give me more on this King of Cups energy. Thank you so much, Spirit. The Fool in reverse with the Hierophant. So where you thought that you couldn't release something, someone could be, I really am getting like you're going further into your spiritual work, into your own intuition. Maybe there was a thought, an idea that you needed to do something, that you needed to be working a certain way, that you needed to be working with certain people, that you needed a certain type of direction. Like somebody was like, oh, you're never going to make it without me. You're never going to survive this without me. And I'm a survivor. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to stop it. I'm going to work harder. That's the energy that I'm getting off of this, okay? Like it's like you in your Destiny's Child 2000 mode, okay? Year 2000, where it was like, okay, I don't care who leaves the group. We still going to put this album out. And guess what? We still going to win a Grammy. We going to send her shit in the mail. So it's almost like the Hierophant. What's the Fool with that Hierophant in reverse? What's the Fool with the Hierophant? Look at that. Look at that. The King of Cups with the Devil energy, and then you got the King of Cups upright with the King of Pentacles energy. Like, come on now, come on now, come on now. The devil don't have no hold on you. There could been whatever that thought process, whatever that desire was. That's what was keeping you stuck. That's what was keeping you stuck in dark energy. And it's like, I'm not doing that no more. I'm not doing that no more. I'm not doing that no more. Damn. Not only that, you kind of it's so weird that like the King of Cups with the Devil energy, this could definitely be you moving out of your South Node energy. If you have a Capricorn South Node, you're going towards a North Node of Cancer energy, right? And it's just like, you know what? I'm opening up my intuition. Whatever thought process that I had before, and I'm really getting like you're taking accountability as well too. Like you taking some type of accountability. You know where you had yourself fucked up at. Oh my goodness. This is not a blame game either. Like I don't see you with the Fool in reverse, the Devil in reverse with the King of Cups energy. This isn't a blame game. Like you taking accountability. You like, you know what? I had myself fucked up. I allow certain emotions to get in the way of what I was doing. You allowed it to the point where Your home was not stable. Your emotions was not stable. The pinnacle was not stable. Like some type of job or career or something like that. All of that has affected. All of that has affected the way that you do things. Your root chakra, you could have been doing some root chakra work. Good job. King of Wands. What is the surrender your passion with the King of Wands? Sitting in the sitting in the King of Cups energy. The Knight of Cups energy. So clear. Somebody could be working towards their dreams, their goals, their desires. Continue to meditate. So you have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, right? There could be somebody trying to come back into your energy. Somebody trying to come back into your energy, trying to build the things that is already broken and shattered or whatnot. I want to say too, don't work too hard to repair things that other people are not. Like, you know how you're trying to be the peaceful one? And so you're like, well, you know what? I'm going to make sure that this works. You're the person that's putting in all the work while somebody is literally being lazy as fuck on the side. What's this Knight of Cups with the five of Pentacles? The Page of Swords in reverse and the Hermit. Look at this Page of Swords in reverse though. Okay, look at this Page of Swords in reverse. This is really supposed to be like what? The Page of Cups. And then you have the Hermit. And clear. This is whatever this prayer is. I'm really getting like somebody keeps trying to, man, this is so crazy. Somebody is praying. I don't even want to sound like Meek Mill. Somebody praying on your downfall. Oh no, that's not Meek Mills. That's T Grizzy. Yeah, they prayed on my downfall. Bitch, I stood tall. This is like somebody keeps trying to pray. But what is this Hermit energy? What's this Hermit energy? Thank you so much, Divine. What's this Hermit energy? Look at that. The Devil. Again with the Hermit. I mean with the Hierophant in reverse. I'm really getting like this is a this is a naughty spiritualist. This is a naughty spiritualist. I said I wasn't gonna do that. I said I wasn't gonna mess with them cards no more. Matter of fact, we on this side. Yes, I am. What's the Hermit with the Devil card? The Five of Air, which is the Five of Swords, right? I don't know who this is, but there's a energy of, y'all know I started this message off and I was telling y'all like, how dare y'all try to give God an ego, right? This feels like that. This feels like the Five of Air. It feels like whatever prayer is being sent up. It's not that it's not working. It's just that you should be praying for yourself as opposed to trying to pray on somebody to be trapped. Okay? Like somebody could be calling somebody the devil or saying they're in a devil energy, right? They're trying to isolate them. It could be like you trying to isolate a what is the king of Aries or some sort. Like somebody could be trying to isolate an Aries. And I'm getting to, it could have something to do with the throat chakra. It could really have something to do with the throat chakra. Like somebody's trying to get somebody to be silent or some sort with some sort of prayer of some sort. You got to be careful with stuff like that because that backfires. That backfires. Like, you know, that you're not talking to God when you are you're not talking to God when you asking God to do something to somebody else. You're not talking to God. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all not talking to God when y'all asking God, oh, please handle my enemies. Like, you need to put the armor of God on and then just know that whatever it is that they're doing, they can't touch you. That's what you have to do. You can't ask God to banish your, like, listen. I am not asking Durga to get rid of my enemies. I'm asking Durga to bring my enemies to me so I can address their asses. Make them say something to me directly. That's why I put truth spells out here. That's why I put truth spells out here, because I want somebody to have the confidence to speak up, to say what's really on their mind, to be able. So it feels like that energy right here with the King of Wands energy. It's like somebody is praying to isolate somebody while somebody else is praying literally to pull them in. So it's a contradiction of what the prayer is, right? The Hangman in reverse. So that's crazy because the Hangman and the Temperance is over here. So it's like I already knew I was picking up on two different energies. So that's why I went side to side like this. Okay, that's why I went side to side. I need to see the cards. This is one energy. This is another energy over here. Okay? I'm on my iPad today, y'all. I'm on my iPad today because I got my phone on the charger. I'm gonna be a nice mom and charge my son's phone. I take my son's phones at nighttime so that they can't have their phones close to their face. They gotta put them in the basket. So this is the Hangman in reverse. So definitely feel like, this could be a Pisces. It could be a Pisces that's trying to do this to somebody with. This could be a Pisces, a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Pisces, strong Pisces energy with Amen. Yeah, Pisces. There could be like an injustice that's being done to somebody. Spirit is saying that, you know, it's not necessarily like anybody is the devil here. Both parties probably need to pray. Pray harder, pray stronger or something here. Especially, oh yeah. So this is Pisces energy as well too. That's crossing with that King of Wands. So it's kind of just like kind of putting people in the middle, you know, like God, like I'm gonna put you with your enemy. You think this your enemy? I'm gonna put y'all on a boat together. That's kind of what I'm getting. There's no big boat, little boat in this video. In this video. Okay, somebody could be watching somebody's video. They don't want to be watching somebody's video. They watching somebody's video or acting like they not watching somebody's video. Look, there's no big boat or little boat in here. Okay? God gonna put y'all both on the same boat. He put y'all in the same boat. Okay? What's the energy between these two parties? Surrender to prayer and surrender the idea that you can fix somebody. Somebody don't want to learn. What's the energy between these two parties? Oh, you gonna give me two? The messenger of earth and the world. The messenger of earth and the world. So somebody, oh, and the 10 of fire. Okay. Someone isn't accepting this message. That's fine. That's fine. They don't want to accept the message, okay? Because maybe you, I don't know what you feel like, but clear. Ooh. Somebody could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. They can have this. This is in a very stubborn place. And then the world card is Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio. Y'all could be of some sort of relation as well, too. Y'all could be, this could be somebody that you're related to, that you kind of don't want to have a conversation with, or whatever the case is. You don't want to listen to the message. What's the message of Earth with the world card? What's the energy? I asked for the energy between the two. Give me a shuffle card, Divine. The Knight of Wands, yeah. The Knight of Wands in reverse. With the Four of Swords, really supposed to be the four of Wands. Like somebody's supposed to be working together. This could be somebody online as well too. Clear. I'm out of that energy. Somebody overindulging and drunk. I'm getting too, like, neither one of these people at all is working with this devil energy, but they're not following God's word either. They're not listening to what, God is really saying for them to do. You could be arguing and fighting, or very much so in your emotions, behind something that you're very passionate about. And that's both people. Both parties on that end. Yeah. You got the Knight of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Cups. So people in their feelings, or whatever the case is, when they need to be doing something. So that's why the surrender to prayer absolutely applies here. Surrender to prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. And at the end of the day, if you surrender to prayer, you can't just come up out of prayer and be like, "Oh, God told me to do this," or "God told me to do that." I already told y'all, when y'all acting ugly, y'all not in light energy. I gotta stop wiping my nose like that, because this nose ring actually hurts. What does Divine want them to surrender during this new moon energy? What does Divine want them to surrender? Thank you so much. I guess the cards need to turn over. What does Divine want them to surrender? Surrender to trust. And it says, trust yourself in your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinion about what to do. Take action. Be confident that you have chosen the right path. Okay? So, regardless of what somebody else is saying, when you're praying, or whatever the case is, when you come up out of prayer, when you come up out of meditation, it says surrender negative thinking. When you come up out of prayer, you come up out of meditation, regardless of what somebody else is saying, what did God tell you to do? Which way did God tell you to move? Okay? Did they tell you to attack your brothers and sisters? Did they tell you to, get that divorce, or whatever the case is? Now, listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. I don't care what no tarot reader told you. I don't care. I don't care. What did God tell you? Not what the tarot reader told you. She told you that your man is cheating on you, you need to get a divorce, you need to leave him, you need to be doing this, you need to do that. What do you feel in your heart and soul is going on? I'm including myself. Including myself. I, I don't think I told nobody to get a divorce. I don't think that came out. I said somebody could be breaking up. Somebody could be. If you're not being supported spiritually, right? If you're with somebody and they're going against you spiritually, I'm not calling them the devil. I'm definitely not calling them the devil. They might not just be your person. Really think about it. But I want y'all to pray about it too. Really think about it. You got to surrender your idea that you could fix somebody. You've been with somebody for 4, 5, 10 years, right? Damn, we've been apart for 5 years. I said 4, 5, 10 years. You've been with somebody for 4, 5, 10 years. And this person is not... You want to practice Buddhism. You want to travel to Africa. You want to go over here. You want to go over there. You got the money. You got the means. You have the devotion. And God told you that's where you could go. Let me tell y'all, there is a, oh my goodness, that is so, this reading is on point about what I was about to say. There's this spiritualist, right? There's this spiritualist that I was watching. I don't know what his name is or her name. It was an interview. And I think the interview was in Hindu or something like that. I was watching it with the captions on, okay? And she was talking about detachment. She was talking about detachment. She was like, there's 4 different attachments. I'm not about to name them because I don't know them. But I do know one of the detachments that she named was when it's a false detachment. Where you're like, oh, I don't love this person, so I don't need them. And now you're like, oh, I'm so detached. Oh, yeah. And then it was a detachment where you're like, oh, I don't care about what car I drive. I don't care about this. I don't care about that. But in reality, you do. It's a false detachment. All these are false detachments where people think, oh, just because I don't care about this, or I don't care about this person, or I don't care about being in a relationship, whatever the case is, that they're so far detached. And then they think that they're spiritualists, or whatever the case is, right? That's all false detachment. That's all false detachment. Detachment is knowing that as sure as something is born, is as sure as it can die. It will die. It will die. Just like a plant. Okay? Nothing is consistent. Nothing is consistent. Not even these breaths that we take. But, you know, that's another story for another day. All right. So, let me get a goddess card for the last card. Let's see what goddess wants to talk to us before we get out of here. And then I'm going to go ahead and go to bed because I got to do some stuff in the morning. And then we'll be doing the Durga lessons tomorrow. Thank you so much, Divine. So much. Messiah, the fish avatar. We got a lot of Pisces water energy. Okay. Oh, Kashava, you became incarnated in the form of a fish to hold the Vedas. Like the vessel undeterred from its course in the water of the Lu, hail to you. Hooray, Lord of the universe. So the blessings are protection against natural disasters, security for seafarers and travelers, okay, security for travelers, and preserving the ancient traditions and knowledge, okay. I love that. So somebody definitely could be traveling, and you could be traveling by yourself, And so you need to call on divine to assist you over the waters. Y'all could be going on a cruise. Okay, like far, far, far on a cruise or whatnot. Verena Devi, the goddess of devotion, and it says the blessings are residence in a holy place, proximity to natural beauty, and devotion to Krishna or Vishnu, physical health and well-being. Solutions to you, Verena Devi. You are most dear to Krishna, O goddess, O form of truth. You bestowed devotion to Krishna, so I bow down to you again and again. And then Sri Vishnu, okay? The creator, Sri Vishnu, the maintainer of the universe, okay? I pay homage to you, O master of all gods, O Sri Vishnu, O supremely powerful one. You are the original consciousness being. You are beyond the material qualities, and yet you possess all the eternal virtues. Illumination of the heart, achieving all success in life and the welfare of one's family, and true reverence for life. All right, so the goddess of devotion, the fish avatar, and the maintain of the universe. I love that. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Y'all have a wonderful night. I'll catch y'all in the stars and the astro. And y'all have a wonderful day tomorrow on purpose if y'all don't come back for my Durga lessons. Talk to y'all later. Bye.